Hey guys, happy Saturday. Happy Juneteenth as well as happy Father's Day weekend. So it is Chelsea Movie here. I wanted to let you guys know about a few movies that I had seen. I've seen quite a bit of movies lately, and also give you like a few suggestions on some things as well. So let's go ahead and get started here. So I did post a short on the Michael film. I gave a reflection on that as well. And as I was saying, I think it was really family based. It was for the fans. And I think it showed a lot of Michael's childlike qualities in that movie. And I think it has surpassed Bohemian Rhapsody to become the number one biopic of all time. And the last that I saw, it was competing with Oppenheimer um, as well. I believe that was for like the highest grossing domestic movie of all time. I'm hoping that it reaches the 1 billion mark and beyond. Not sure how long it's going to be in theaters, but it's definitely worth a watch. It is on streaming platforms for purchase as well. And, it's just to me very important that people give honor to who honor is due. Um, that's something that I thought about when I reflected on the movie as well. Um, if you have someone that you want to appreciate, or you have good words, kind words to tell someone, or you want to give them something, you know, present it to them, give it to them while they can still smell their flowers, you know. But, he's getting a lot of recognition now. But I remember a time when it was like, what is he doing? Is he still, he was still here, he was still alive, but it's like, you only heard a lot of negative things. So, yeah, you definitely want to give people their flowers while they're still here and can smell the flowers. Another movie that I saw was Obsession. I spoke a little bit on that as well. I think I made a short for Obsession. It's still in theaters. I didn't recognize any of the actors in the movie, but it was pretty good. It was kind of slow for me at times. It wasn't one of my first choices that I wanted to go see, but I felt like going to a movie. So out of all the ones that were playing, I was like, that's it. I'll go see that one. Um, it's done very well at the box office. Classic boy meets girl. But this particular guy in the movie, he has a wish. Excuse me, he has a wish, and he wants to have this girl that only sees him as a friend to be crazy in love with him. And it's like instantaneous. Like once he makes that wish and breaks this little stick, which is, but it's like snap of the finger. She's like on him like white on rice, and it's to the point of being very scary, very possessive, and it was a wild movie. It had a few jump scares in it, especially when she was watching him sleep. She was over in the corner in the shadows, and he's up. He woke up, and there she is, just observing him from the corner in the shadows. That was wild. But it reminded me of how sometimes we may ask for things or we may pray for things, and you know sometimes we don't get those things because we're not ready for those things and we can't handle those things. So we should be thankful that we don't get everything that we ask for or pray for. But if we're in the Lord and everything, He gives us what we need, and He will give us the desires of our heart as well. But some things we don't need. um and I just jotted something down when I was having like another reflection on this movie. I was saying that some things we try to make and fix on our own, and that's scarier than this movie. When we're putting our hands in certain things and we're trying to fix certain things, it's even scarier than this movie or um, another movie because we are in the real world. Another movie I want to speak about was Backrooms. Again, I want to go watch a movie. Backrooms. Let's go watch that. For some reason, it reminded me of the Simpsons episode from way back when they went into the 3D mode. That episode, I don't know why my mind just connected that together, but I like the main character in Backrooms. He was the main character in 12 Years a Slave. Um, it really wasn't my type of movie. It was like horror, thriller. But when that lady in the red took off running towards the end of the movie, I was like, what in the world? But I can definitely see the appeal of the movie. It's different. And I believe the guy that directed it, that is his first movie directing. So I think he did a great job with that, and his directing, with that being his debut. I think he is a YouTuber, but he's talented in that way for him to take that concept and put it into a movie. But that definitely have appealed to a lot of people because a lot of people have gone to watch it and it's been pretty successful at the theater. Another movie I want to speak about is The Furious. Top tier, top tier movie. Um, and the main character in The Furious, he played on this movie with Jet Li. He was a little kid, um, and he was fighting. And this was like in the early 90s, maybe late 80s. And I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But anyway, the main character, of course, he's grown now. I think in reality, he's like in his early 40s. And he's playing this deaf mute father. He has a daughter. And his daughter, is being a typical preteen. She's rebelling a little bit. She ends up getting kidnapped, and the father is, of course, furious. And he has to find his daughter. Along the way, he sees that other children are being kidnapped as well, and it's very high action. Um, the supporting cast was great as well. Check out the guy with the bow and arrow. His smile is just like, wow. He's a good actor. He played in the movies, the Raid movies, which I'm gonna go back and look at, the martial arts movies. Um, yeah, I love a good martial arts movie. I love Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee. I like to watch Jet Li, and I like to watch the older movies as well as some of the newer movies as well. But yeah, that one is definitely a good watch. I seen it on last Saturday, I believe. And I like the fact that they represented those who may have a disability, with the dad being deaf and mute in the movie. Um, I like that. They represented that. And go back and watch Hush and Primate. You'll see representation there as well. Okay, so I watched The Mandalorian and Grogu, and I'm like, I want a Grogu. Um, and Mando has a walk on him, I tell you. Um, the movie was fun. I love Star Wars. I like Star Wars. Um, I did not like the theater that I was in because it was rattling from the speakers. But even beyond that, I could enjoy the movie beyond that. It was great visually. They did a good job with it. I enjoyed it. Grugu to the rescue. um, but now when I book a ticket there, I'll be mindful of that particular theater, that particular section number, room. I'll be mindful of that in the future. Um, I want to say that's about it with the movies. I do plan to go see Toy Story 2 next Saturday. Excited about that. I have heard good things about it. It came out this past Friday nationwide. Um, when I look at the movies, even shows, I am looking at certain things, and a lot of times I compare it to my life or certain life situations, and I try to pull something from that. And that's just me. uh Shows, let's see. I got a recommendation to watch the Daredevil show. I think it's on Hulu Disney, but it started off on Netflix, I believe. Anyways, that may be for someone. I may view it a little bit later, but somebody was telling me about it the other day. But I did binge watch a show yesterday. I watched all 22 episodes. It's called The Polygamist on Netflix. Check that one out. It's definitely a lesson to be learned in that show. Don't play with people. Um, don't play with people's emotions. Okay, I do have a recommendation for those who may be looking for employment, side hustles. I found this channel on YouTube. It's called Two Chicks and a Side Hustle, and they're really great at helping people look for jobs and side hustles. Very informative. Um, they're encouraging. They answer questions. They open to receiving feedback, and they have lives sometimes. But I've gone back and I've watched some of those videos. So it's called Two Chicks and a Side Hustle if anybody ever wants to go on that and check that out. Also, what are y'all doing with the kids this summer? So some of the theaters, they actually have a club to where you can go and get discounted tickets. I know it at the Cinemark here, you can get like dollar tickets for previously released movies, age appropriate movies for children for like $1. And you can go in and, take the children and, watch a movie. And that's going on all summer. And also, like, check out the libraries and see what kind of activities are going on, because they always have activities going on. I remember when I was younger in the summer, I used to love the library. I still like the library, but I loved it for a different reason then than I do now. So, yeah, it's a lot that goes on. And, as well as other events and community events and just surrounding events, just check those out for the children. And, of course, you want to know where they are. Don't just send them, but, just, make it an enjoyable experience for them. Spend time with them, bond with them, and, never just send them somewhere. Keep tabs on them. Okay. And I tried something for the first time. I absolutely love it. We have a local vegetable fruit store here that sells like local vegetables and fruit. I tried the hydroponic lettuce, which isn't grown from out of the soil, but it's very healthy, and it was very good. I think that that's gonna be my lettuce now. When I want to make a salad, I'm gonna go up there, purchase my lettuce, maybe even purchase my other vegetables, and just use that. I could taste the difference. It was very good. Anybody want to try that, do your research, of course. And also, there's going to be a Fall 2 coming out in September in theaters. Fall 1 is streaming on Netflix. Check it out. I watched Fall, the first one, in the theaters, and it was something about that big screen and someone climbing a mountain, and you seeing it on a big screen. It was just so different. Fall 2, I'm hoping that I will go to the theaters to see it as well. Like I said, coming in September. If you haven't seen Fall, check it out on Netflix. It is a good watch. Um, yeah, it's just something about seeing something like that on a big screen. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that movie. Kind of excited about it. And I believe that's about it. And also, one last thing, Nothing But Cakes. If you don't have their app and you like Nothing But Cakes, get their app, because a lot of their deals, you'll end up getting like a buy one, get one free bundt cake. I think when I signed up for the app, I got that. And then the other day, I purchased me a bundt cake on my way from the Furious movie. And at the bottom of my coupon, there was a buy one, get one. So if you like Nothing But Cakes, get their app so you can get the little perks that come along with it. And I tried the s'mores cake. It was pretty good. My favorite seasonal cake is the strawberry cheesecake, but s'mores was pretty good. They do have the peach cobbler. I wanted to try it, but I decided to go with the s'mores. All right. So I think that's it. I had so much. I put it actually on my laptop because I just wanted to make a whole video. But yeah, and these shows, and these movies, a lot of times there's a lesson to be learned. You're looking at somebody else and what they're portraying or doing. Um, so that is important sometimes to pull a lesson out of what you watch, because it can even save you trouble in your life. Oh, I don't want to do that because this will happen to me. Let's remember that our actions have consequences, but if we make mistakes while we're on this side of the earth, we can always make them right. God loves you, and you all have a blessed day. Peace.